All right, let's go. So for the last video, I showed you my deck building in progress, and the final deck I made a couple tweaks to it after the video was recorded, because that was the first game I played with that deck. And for the Gondor deck, I tried to go one route, and it totally didn't work, so then I had to try something else, and in the end, the deck building video, honestly, would have been about an hour and a half long, because I kept making all of these different changes, and I was never really that confident in the deck I built. So I was trying it out on dragon cards just to see if I could even make any headway, and I mean, I would lose almost right away. So what I was trying to do, if we look at the original deck here, I was trying to use traps. So the sideboard or the extra cards come with some traps, and I thought, okay, well, this will be the deck where I use Forest Snare. But I am not going to use Lore Faramir. There's just no way. I don't like Lore Faramir. I don't get him. He's 11 threat, but he gets bonuses when you have stuff in the staging area, but his threat is so high, it makes you engage everything. So I was like, Damn Rod would have been better. I wish we had Damrod. Damrod is great. Damrod gives you a -1 cost to play a trap, and then he draws you a card when an enemy goes in the trap. And it's pretty obvious Caleb couldn't use cards from the sagas. So after lots of attempts of trying to fit lore into the deck somehow, I also tried Lore Denethor from the core set. I'm like, oh, that's thematic for Gondor. I couldn't quest for enough. The deck being Tri-Sphere couldn't get going fast enough. So what I ended up doing, and I feel so stupid after doing this, is I'm like, all right, well, screw it. I'll just take this deck as it is and just play it on dragon cards and see what I need to put in there. Like, where's it failing? I feel like it's going to struggle because 32 starting threat. And I beat the dumb quest. I won my first attempt, and I must have played it 12 or 13 times with all these other decks, and I just was losing. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, maybe Caleb knew what he was doing with this deck. And I feel like I got lucky on that win, because I happened to have certain cards at a certain moment, and I was like, okay, I got very lucky. I drew a Gondorian Shield right off the bat when there was only 2 in the deck. And so I'm like, okay, I know what I need to add to make it more consistent. So here it is. I mean, I've kept you in the waiting long enough. So here is my final deck list, which, I mean, it's pretty darn close. I did swap out Mablung for Baragon because he defends for 4 hit points, and then you can attach the shield to him for free because he reduces the cost by 2. So my thought was mulligan super hard for a Gondorian Shield. Like, if I don't have it in my opening hand, take a mulligan and hopefully I get it. If I don't, well, then I'm going to have to start chumping, and my threat's going to go up like crazy. But maybe the next turn I'll be able to put in a Defender of Ramas who can take the hit. And I basically just had to get lucky, get a Gondorian Shield. Feint behind strong walls could help me with Baragon. I could maybe sneak in Gandalf to help me with the Hill Troll. Basically, I needed to have an answer for the Hill Troll early game, and if you have a bad shuffle fail and your mulligan, you just can't find anything you need, you'll probably lose. But if you do get that Gondorian Shield on turn 1, or Captain of Gondor, or behind strong walls, you can handle the Hill Troll. And then, I mean, even Boromir can take 1 attack from the Hill Troll. He won't die if the Hill Troll doesn't get a boost. So this is what I decided to do. This is the build. So I added an extra Gondorian Shield. I added another Steward. I added another behind strong walls. I got rid of the weapons and foe hammer thing. That was just too hard to pull off. I reduced these events down to 1-ofs. I added 3 sneak attacks and 2 Gandalfs, because I think that's going to be super important. That's going to be your major card draw and your major threat reduction. A little more card draw. I added 1 for Gondor from the core set. Super good card. Kept the allies pretty much the same. Didn't really change much here. It seemed to be a good balance. And so this is the deck I went with, and it's a rush deck. I mean, you hit the ground running, you're at 32 threat. It's probably going to go up quite a bit in the early rounds. You're going to hit 40 real fast. And there's those treacheries that deal damage to exhausted characters. There's treacheries that if you're 35 or higher, it deals the damage to everybody, and that can wipe your board out. And so you just have to hope you don't reveal those. This deck, with no healing and no treachery cancellation, you're basically rolling the dice. In one of my games with Denethor, I killed the Hill Troll on turn 1, but then a few rounds later, I revealed Necromancer's Reach, and then the following round, Evil Storm, so that basically cleared my board. And if that happens, you know, you're going to die. But if you can get a little lucky, and maybe only have to suffer one Necromancer's Reach, or 2 of them, but they're spread out enough that you've built up your board state in between the 2 of them, then you can probably get a victory. It's a lot more risky than the Dwarf deck, because that deck had a lot of answers to problems you encounter, but it's very fun to take a deck where you're basically just rushing the quest, taking it head on, not doing any turtling tricks. It's basically a head-to-head fight from the get-go, and when you win, it's really, really cool. All right, I'm going to build this deck, and let's head to the table. All right, the deck is built. Let's see Gondor versus Hill Trolls, and let's see our starting lineup. So Leadership Boromir, he's going to boost the other Gondor characters in play if he has a resource in his resource pool, just the allies, I should say. Imrahil, if a character leaves play, he readies, so hopefully I can quest of him and then have him ready for combat. And then the swap I did was Mablung for Baragon. They were the same threat, tactics, but 4 defense, 4 hit points, and reduce the cost of weapons and armor that you play on him by 2. And then my starting threat, 32. Bad. Okay, so let's draw our opening hand. Before we reveal the random card, I am looking very hard for a Gondorian Shield, and if I don't get it, I'm taking a mulligan unless I get like Sneak Attack Gandalf. I mean, it would have to be an absolutely amazing hand. I also would like Feint. I would like Behind Strong Walls. Basically, I want to be able to handle this Hill Troll, and I'd like Baragon to not take a bunch of damage, and I need to quickly build up enough attack power to kill it. So it's going to be pretty risky here at the start, but let's give this a shot. Okay, come on, Gondorian Shield. Let's see it. The first card. Okay, well, that's great. Oh, there's another good one. There's a Custodian. Sneak Attack Gandalf? No. Ooh, but I got the Soldier of Gondor and Behind Strong Walls. Okay, yep, that's good. Adding all of those defensive boosting type cards to the deck is extremely helpful for this quest. So I figured I'd get 1 or 2 of them, but that's an awesome opening hand. So now we randomly reveal a card. Come on, be gentle. Don't be the brown lands. It's, oh, nice. Banks of the Anduin, 1 threat. Thank you. Yes, that is extremely helpful. Now we find the Hill Troll. Maybe there isn't any in the deck. Oh, no, there is. Okay. All right, there's the Hill Troll. And so we're only going to have 2 threat to start with, which is really good. I mean, with this deck, you're probably raising your threat on turn 1 from underquesting. You just don't have the willpower at first. So just know that that's what's going to happen with this deck. You just got to take that threat increase at the beginning and then just power through the combat phases for a while until you can build up your board state. And we just got to hope we don't get hit by Necromancer Reaches and Evil Storms. Okay, I think we're ready to start. So let's collect resources and draw our first card. And we get a little squire. Little squire. Okay. I am looking for Steward, and I'm looking for Gandalf. That'd be awesome. Okay, so the shield goes on Baragon for free, and now he defends for 6. So obviously that is super important. Now we're going to play the Soldier of Gondor. He costs 2, and then when he enters play, you get to look at your top 5 cards for a Gondor ally and add it to your hand. But if your threat is 40 or more, you get to add all the Gondor allies to your hand. So, I mean, we're probably going to get close to 40 really quick, but I need to get allies in play. There was Steward. Ooh, yes! Aghmor the Fearless. So he'll come in next round and quest for 2. That's excellent. Okay. Grabbing him, and I'm pretty much out of resources. I'll just keep that tactics resource in case I need to play a tactics event in the combat phase. And let's go questing, and I really can't send a lot. So we're up against 2, and if I send all my heroes and allies, I'm sending 4. That's great. The brown lands again? Okay, It's 5 threat. That's great. So let's raise our threat by 3. I guess I'm glad it's not an enemy. We'll travel there, and then as soon as you travel there, you place the progress, and it goes away. So that's the special effect on the brown lands. Okay, we're engaged with a hill troll. We're defending for 6, and ooh, there is a shadow. +1. Okay, we will take the +1. I am going to take it as damage. I don't want to play the defensive boosting event here because it also readies Baragon, and I don't want to play that unless I need to ready him so he can defend a second time. All right, next round. That was pretty successful. Okay, Valiant Sacrifice. So after an ally leaves play, draw 2 cards. Good, 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 good. The card draw is few and far between in this deck, so I'm very happy to be getting the Soldier of Gondors and Valiant Sacrifice, just those type of cards early to help get cards into my hand. Okay, let's put the Captain of Gondor on Baragon. Got to pay for that one. And now if I optionally engage an enemy, Baragon gets +1 defense and +1 attack. That's pretty cool. And then, yeah, let's play Agbor the Fearless. So he costs 2, he quests for 2, and if we hit 40, he no longer exhausts the quest, and he gets +2 attack. So that's pretty excellent. Actually, it's very excellent. Very happy to get him in right now. Okay, so there's 2, 3, 4, 5 against 1. And, okay, the Misty Mountain Goblins. So when they attack, you have to back off a progress. We actually make 2 progress, but one of them is going to be getting backed off by these goblins. Let's travel to the banks of the Anduin. When it's explored, it goes on top of the deck. Now we got 2 enemies engaged with us, and I'm going to say I optionally engaged it to boost Baragon's defense, so he's defending for 7. So let's handle the Hill Troll. Who do I want to handle first? Okay, let's handle the Misty Mountain Goblins first, and its shadow removes a progress. Okay, so all the progress is gone, and now we got 7 against 6, and no shadow. Ooh, nice. That's a good card to have go away. That's a good one. Okay, next round. So now what you got to start doing is seeing how much attack power you have on the table. So let's see what we draw. Gandalf? No. Oh, another Soldier of Gondor. I'm going to wait till I hit 40. I'm not playing that one till I hit 40. But how much attack do I have on the table? If I put in the Squire, and the Squire takes the attack from those little goblins, I have, let's see, if Boromir has a resource, the 2 allies each attack for 2, so that's 4. And then Imrahil and Boromir are 6, so that's 10. Not quite enough. Okay, I need a little more attack power on the table, but I'm getting close. I'm getting close. So let's just send Imrahil for 2, and let's see what we can do. Okay, we get another goblin. All right. So now I'm engaged with 3 enemies. That's not great. So if I optionally engage it, I'm boosting Baragon's attack and defense. Now that changes things. Hold on, that changes things. Now he's going to be able to attack for 2 if I play behind strong walls to ready him. Yeah, assuming these shadows don't go completely crazy, I think I can kill the Hill Troll this round. So let's defend with Baragon against the Hill Troll. He's defending for 7, and then I'm going to play behind strong walls. So now he's defending for 8 because I'm saying I optionally engage that goblin. Come on, don't be nasty, don't be nasty. Ooh, there's a shadow. +1. Okay, fine, no problem. So I don't take any damage. And then now the Squire is going to jump in front of these Misty Mountain Goblins. Okay, thanks for coming in, buddy. And Shadow just boosts the attack. Okay, no problem. So the Squire is dead. And then that means I'm going to put a resource in Boromir's resource pool. And then I wanted to play Valiant Sacrifice, and I forgot. So I'm going to play that in a minute after combat. I just forgot about it. Okay, and then undefended for this one. This could be bad. Defending character doesn't count its defense. Oh, if that was on the Hill Troll, that would have been terrible. But it worked out okay. All right, so Baragon's attacking for 2, Imrahil for 3, Boromir for 3, the Soldier for 2, and Agbor for 2. And when you add it all up, that's exactly what I need to kill the Hill Troll. That's awesome. All right, that was a success. We're moving forward on this. This is great. Okay, moving on to the next round. This is when I realized that I had that Valiant Sacrifice in my hand that I wanted to play when the Squire left, and I had the resource to do it. So I'm going to play the Valiant Sacrifice now. So after an ally leaves play, draw 2 cards. So it doesn't hurt anything that I am doing it now. I just didn't do it when I was supposed to. Well, you can't complain about those 2 cards, Faramir and Steward, and then my normal card is another Steward. All right, Steward going on Boromir, spend his 2 resources, and I'm going to exhaust it and get them right back. So it's like I didn't spend them at all. Seems like I'm cheating. Lots of good cards in my hand. I want to get up to 5 Gondor Allies so I can play the Custodian for free. And I want to wait to play the Soldier of Gondor. And if you hear that high-pitched noise, no, it's not an air siren. It's my kids. They're home from school today, and they are upstairs. All right, questing. Let's send 4. And we reveal a treachery that makes us remove 4 progress from the quest. No problem. I have none. Okay, we do clear the Banks of the Anduin, so that goes on top of my deck. And then any progress I would have made on the quest just get removed from when these goblins attack. Good lord, these kids. Okay, the first shadow was nothing, and it's Necromancer's Reach, so I'm really glad to see that go away. And then Boromir's going to defend this one. I knew there was no shadow, so I didn't want the Soldier of Gondor to take a damage for no reason because Boromir couldn't kill one of these goblins anyway. So I might as well defend with Boromir and not take any damage. We knew the shadow was nothing because the Banks of the Anduin went on top of the deck, and that's the enemy that I dealt it out to. Okay, next round, another Custodian. All right, guys, you have some cleaning up to do. So I'm going to exhaust Steward and get 2 more resources, and then I have plenty to pay for Faramir. So now Faramir is going to be able to boost everyone's willpower when he exhausts. So let's get him in play. And then as long as I'm keeping resources in Boromir's pool, I'm boosting attack power as well. The Gondor deck working really well right now. And I'm still waiting on that Soldier of Gondor. Let's hit 40 before I play him and hopefully get a bunch of Gondor allies into my hand. All right, I can start making progress. So let's send the Soldier of Gondor and Imrahil. Necromancer's Reach. Okay, it was bound to happen. So now Imrahil is almost dead. So I really can't send him on the quest anymore. He will die. And we're going to make, some progress. But then when the goblins attack, they're just going to back it right off. So I might as well do it now so I don't forget. And I'm leaving Faramir ready so he can help kill because I want to kill these enemies. So let's defend with Baragon. Yes! Oh, it's another good card to see go away. And then this one, it's an attack of 2. And I think once again, I'll have Boromir defend. I'm just trying to keep the amount of damage that I'm dealing out to a minimum. So I'll have Boromir defend 2 against 2. There is a shadow plus 1. Okay. So Boromir does take a damage, but then each of these allies are boosted. So they're attacking for a total of 4. And we can kill the unwounded goblin. Awesome. So we're only engaged with 1 little goblin. And I forgot to discard the shadow. I'll remember that in a moment. And our threat just hit 40. So lots going to happen now. Let's first draw the card. Gondorian Spearman. Perfect. Okay, time to get this Gondor Swarm in action. So 2 resources from Steward. And we're going to do a lot. So first off, Soldier of Gondor coming in. So since my threat is 40, I get to look at my top 5 cards. And then I get to put any Gondor allies I find into my hand. Let's not forget Agbor the Fearless is also boosted now. Doesn't exhaust a quest, plus 2 attack. So that is excellent. All right, top 5 cards. Any Gondor allies? There's a shield. There's one. There's one. And there's one. Okay, excellent. We have 3 Gondor allies. So that worked out great. So I actually have quite a few cards in my hand for playing this deck with no lore or anything. Let's get rid of that shadow. All right, let's keep playing Gondor allies. I have resources on Baragon, so I can play this Gondorian Spearman. So when he's declared a defender, he deals a damage first. So if that kills the enemy, the attack basically goes away because the enemy died before it attacked. Okay, 5 Gondor allies, so we can play both copies of the Citadel Custodians for free. Since they get a cost reduction of 1 for every Gondor ally in play. That's table-wide, by the way. This is why a very good tail is also good in a Gondor Swarm. So you can exhaust those Citadel Custodians and hopefully get more allies in play. No reason to stop now. Let's play the Peligir ship captain. When he enters play, we can move a resource around. I don't think I will. And then finally, the Envoy of Pelic. Whoa. Has she been working out? Wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. 2 hit points? No. Wait, didn't I just record? I just posted a video. My Gondor video just uploaded. Didn't she have... Yeah, okay, she's in play. Because I remember saying I'm questing with 2 hit point characters. And then didn't they all take... Yeah! Necromancer's Reach used to kill her. That's wrong. She's always had 1 hit point. I know she has. I know she has. Where's the deck? Where's the deck? Over here. 1, right there. 1 hit point. Huh. That's wrong. After I realized that, I brought it to the attention of the community. Shellen received a response back from Caleb because we were wondering what is going on with all of these cards with different texts, and here's his response. You can pause the video and read it if you want. So a couple mistakes with the reprintings. Mistakes happen. I mean, who knows how many mistakes, as Stephen Redmond said, they actually caught and fixed. We only see the mistakes they don't catch and fix. So don't be too hard on the folks working at FFG. They're all doing their best. Nobody's perfect. I mean, just watch some of my videos. Obviously, I'm not. A little bit of a soapbox topic, but I know pretty much every industry in the world is suffering from shortages and staffing issues, so why would the gaming industry be any different? All right, back to the game. When she enters play, she costs 2, but then you can put a resource back on a Gondor or noble hero, so she really only costs 1. That's why 2 hit points is just nuts for her. Neutral, 1 cost, 2 hit points. Give me a break. All right, and then let's put in an errand rider to let us move resources around if we want to. There we go. That's nice. I like this. Okay, we are now heading into the quest phase. And yeah, let's go. No reason to sit around now. So now basically you're like running a gauntlet. I mean, it's rolling the dice. Can we get out of here without getting hit by an Evil Storm or a Necromancer's Reach? We can survive 1, but 2 would be pretty bad. Okay, Dol Guldur Orcs, they do 2 damage to a questing character. Citadel Custodians all day long, 3 hit points. Boom. Let's just deal the damage there. And progress was decent. I think we're going to need Faramir, right, to boost this. We're just going to be a little short with the 2 threat. No, we had 1 left over. The Goblin didn't remove it all. Okay, we're good. All right, yeah. So 16 quest points needed and 2 encounter cards per round to get through this. All right, let's engage the orcs. We're allowed to optionally engage 1 enemy. And all right, let's see. Baragon, of course, defending here. Oh, there's a shadow. Deal 1 shadow for every player in the game. That can be nasty. And okay, Banks of the Anduin. Dang, that would have been nice to reveal. And then the next one, I think we can have Boromir defend again and hopefully not take damage. I'm just trying to eliminate the amount of damage on the board for those Evil Storms. And, oh, hello, Hill Troll Shadow. Yep, glad to see that go away. Now, what can we kill? Imrahil is swinging for 3. He can kill either of them, so that will kill the Dol Guldur. And then each of these guys get +1 attack. There we go. No enemies in play, nothing in the staging area, Gondor Swarm on the table. The deck is doing about as good as you could have ever hoped. And let's roll those dice. Come on. We can do this. And then we get a Visionary Leadership. All right, Steward will pay for that. So now if Boromir has a resource in his resource pool, all Gondor characters get +1 willpower. Perfect timing. Either that or Gandalf. I would have taken either. So now it's a bit of a trick. I want to send enough characters to clear this in one go, which I totally can with the boost from Visionary Leadership and then a boost from Faramir. And I want to make sure I'm leaving enough characters ready to handle combat the following round, because it would be awesome just to win right here. So let's send 16, which is what I need. Okay, we got the Dol Guldur Orcs again, so another Custodian takes 2 damage. Okay, that's 2 threat. Oh, awesome. Great. And then a Beastmaster, so 2 more threat. So we are just short by 4. So then Faramir can get us over that hump because I sent more than 4 characters. Cool. Okay, final stage. Now we have to reveal 2 cards when we're ambushed at the river. And so let's see what we get. Card number 1 is a location. Okay. And card number 2. Ooh, treachery. Treacherous fog. Oh, it's adding threat, and you have to discard a card of our choice. That's not very treacherous. All right. Wow. Only 2 enemies to deal with. So, okay. No more cards are getting revealed. Let's engage both of these enemies. So when the Beastmaster attacks, you deal him a 2nd shadow card. So we'll have Baragon defend him. Here comes the 2nd shadow. Baragon's defending for 7. Ooh, what's the shadow say? Return an exhausted ally to your hand. Okay, I'll return the Custodian because I can play him for free. Wait, let me think about this. Let me do a little math. Hold on. No, actually, wait. I'm going to return a Soldier of Gondor. I think I've got this one, but I just bought myself some insurance. And then we still have 1 more shadow to do. And then the other shadow is another Beastmaster, no shadow. Okay. And then this attack of 2. I'm going to have the Gondorian Spearman defend that one and deal a damage to the Dol Guldur Orcs. Because I think I have this mathed out. Uh-oh. The Wolf Rider. Okay, so it engages us and it gets a shadow, but after combat it leaves play. Okay, I just have to defend it. I think that doesn't matter. I think I'm okay. All right, the Spearman died. I'm going to yeah, I got this. I'm going to defend with Boromir. The shadow is Necromancer's Reach. All right, nothing. Cool. And then Imrahil and Agbar, who's attacking for 4. That's enough to kill the Beastmaster. And then I need 2 attack to kill these orcs. And I have a sneak attack that I've had since my opening hand. I never drew Gandalf. This is so funny. All right, I'm going to play sneak attack. In comes the Soldier of Gondor that came back because of that shadow. I actually get to look at my top 5 for as many Gondor allies as I can find. There's 1, 2, 3. 3 allies. Okay. I mean, might as well. It's fun. And then he's ready. He was exhausted. The shadow popped him back up, basically. Oh, that's so funny. So because Boromir still has a resource, he's attacking for 2, which is exactly what I need to kill the orcs. So he'll swing for 2, kill the orcs. End of combat. He goes on top of the deck. I don't have any enemies. And in order to win, you have to have no enemies. What a crazy way to win this game. Oh, that was awesome. All right, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed that video. It was really fun to make. And I look forward to the next one. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.